Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have officially given up their royal duties. Buckingham Palace made the announcement in a statement Friday. It says the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have confirmed to Her Majesty the Queen they will not be returning as working members of the royal family. The couple first announced they were stepping down almost a year ago. Harry and Meghan are living in California with their young son, Archie. On Valentine's Day, the couple revealed they are expecting a second child. For more on their royal exit, I want to bring in CBS News foreign correspondent Imtiaz Tyab. Imtiaz, welcome. Great to see you. So are the couple also losing their titles as Duke and Duchess? And if so, what else are they officially giving up?
Hey, good to talk to you. Look, Harry and Meghan will remain the Duke and Duchess. Harry will remain a prince. That's his title from birth, and he's going to hang on to that. But yeah, as they now formally, and I want to stress formally, because remember, a year ago, they decided that they were going to go out on their own. They're going to step back as senior royals. We're going to try to become financially independent. But we have to remember at the time, they also agreed that they're going to try it out for a year. Well, that year is up, and they're saying, we're good. We're going to stay in California. We're going to work on those big deals that we got. But it does come at a cost, not least a number of patronages. Now, patronages essentially here in the UK means that they are essentially associated with important charities or with the military. For Harry, for example, there's a couple of them. There's the Royal Marines, there's the Royal Navy Small Ships and Diving. For the both of them, there's the Queen Commonwealth Trust. And for Meghan, there's also the Royal National Theatre. Now, these are really important associations because they use their star power, they use their influence to try to attract attention to very important causes. And you know, although perhaps culturally for Meghan, it's a loss to lose something like the National Theatre, for Harry, it's really personal. You have to remember, he's an Army veteran. He did a number of tours of Afghanistan, so his association with all of these military patronages were deeply personal for him. To lose them, certainly very stinging, but it does have to be said that as that announcement was made by Buckingham Palace that they were now formally breaking away. The palace also went on to say that although they are saddened by the decision, the Duke and Duchess remain much-loved members of the family, the palace said.
It's interesting. I'm curious whether those patronages were up for negotiation or whether this was the sort of thing that Buckingham Palace said, it's all or nothing, either you're in or you're out. Because as you mentioned, it's probably pretty painful for Prince Harry to lose, particularly the military patronages. Was there ever any question as to whether those might remain, even if they stepped out of their primary working royal duties?
In short, no. Being a royal, when it comes to the Queen herself, it's a pretty serious matter, and she takes it very seriously. She is in her 90s. She has been Britain's monarch for decades and decades and decades. There's no half in, half out. You are either all in or you are out. And Harry and Meghan have decided that after a year of this transition, a year of living in California, signing deals with Netflix, signing deal with Spotify, becoming financially independent, that this is the life that they want for themselves. As you mentioned, they have another child on the way, and they seem to have taken to life in California pretty well. But as we've been saying, it has come at a cost. And the Queen has made it very clear that if Harry and Meghan were not going to essentially be part of the royal family, a working part of the royal family, that those patronages were going to go. And there was never any ambiguity as to whether or not they were going to be able to hang on to at least some of them. I think Harry and Meghan would have liked to have done that, but when it comes to the Queen, it was pretty clear that she wants to ensure that royal duties remain just that. In saying that, I do have a statement from the Duke and Duchess, and they said that they remain committed to duty and service and to the United Kingdom as well. They went on to say that they will continue to support the organizations that they have represented regardless of official roles, and went on to say that we can all live a life of service because service is universal. So Harry and Meghan saying that although they don't have these formal patronages, that they will continue to live a life of service and will continue to try to support some of those patronages, although maybe not officially.
Could those words be read as a slight rebuke to Buckingham Palace, though, saying we can all live a life of service. Service is universal. It's just a little bit stinging because it's sort of saying, well, you may take away these roles from us that otherwise we might have liked to keep, but we're still going to serve, gosh darn it. You know, the wording of it could be seen as a slight, maybe rebuke is too hard of a word, but they're clearly not thrilled about the way things have unfolded.
Yeah, look, I think from what I've understood and, you know, speaking to people who are close to the palaces, the various palaces and their various staff, look, the royal family is very sad about this. You have to remember, Prince Harry is Princess Diana's son. He will forever be remembered as that little boy who lost his mother walking behind her casket in 1997 when she died. They saw him grow up. They saw him mature into a man who joined the military, who did a number of tours of Afghanistan. Many people were delighted when he married Meghan Markle. You'll remember that day when they got married, that beautiful sunny day. Many people had seen this as the future of the royal family. Here you have this beloved prince marrying this biracial American woman who had her own life, and together they were going to represent a modern royal family, a modern Britain. But that all went sideways very quickly. Now, some could argue that the criticism or the scrutiny that Harry and Meghan faced living in the UK before they separated from the royal family is like anybody within the royal family. But you have others who say that Meghan particularly received racially tinged, if not overtly racist, treatment and coverage, and more importantly, that some of that coverage was so intrusive that it crossed the line legally. And we have to remember that she also recently won a very important legal case in which a letter that she had written to her father was published in a Britain newspaper, and she received damages for that. So there is some basis for that argument. Whatever the case, we have long known that Prince Harry has always struggled with his life as a royal. He's always struggled with the scrutiny, although it's clear that he loved many of his patronages and he loved meeting the public. There was the other side of being royal that he really struggled with. And now that the couple are in California, they have a son who is nearly 2 years old. They have another child on the way. They've signed these really important deals with Netflix and with Spotify. It would seem that they are happy with the life that they have in California, and that will be the life for them here on out.
All right. Well, Imtiaz Tyab, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.